So let's solve this problem. An infinitely long cylindrical conductor has a radius of 45 centimeters and surface charge density of 25 microcoulomb per meter squared. Then to find the total charge enclosed by the Gaussian cylinder, and this is the Gaussian cylinder with radius, that's 2.1 meters, and the length is 3 meters. Then for this cylindrical conductor, the radius is 45 centimeters, and convert this one to meter. So divide this one by 100. So the radius is 0.45 meter. Then to find out the total charge enclosed by this Gaussian cylinder, so this is the formula. The total charge is equal to the surface charge density times the area. So since this one is a cylinder and the area of the cylinder, so we have circle on the top and circle on the bottom. So that's 2 pi r squared, then plus the lateral area of this cylinder. So that's 2 pi r times the length or times the height. So this is for the lateral area. Then to find out the total charge, since the electric field is perpendicular to this lateral area, so therefore we only need this lateral area to solve for the total charge. So to find out the total charge, so we have this surface charge density, that's 21 micro. So that's times 10 to the power negative 6 times the lateral area. So we have 2 pi times for the radius. So the radius of the Gaussian cylinder, and that's 2.1 meters times the height or the length, that's 3 meters. Then to find out the total charge, so we have 21, then times 2, then times pi, and pi is 3.14, then times this 2.1, then times this 3 equals, so that's 830.844, then times 10 to the power negative 6. Then to write this one in standard scientific notation, so move two places to the left, so therefore plus 2. Therefore, the total charge is equal to 8.3084 times 10 to the power negative 4 coulomb. Then for this problem, so what is the electric flux that passes through the Gaussian cylinder of radius 2.1 meters and the length is 3 meters? So using the Gauss law to find the electric flux, so we have this the total charge over this epsilon sub naught. Then since we have the total charge, that's 8.3084 times 10 to the power negative 4. And for this epsilon sub naught, so we have the standard value, that's 8.85 times 10 to the power negative 12. Then to find now the electric flux, so we have 8.3084, then divide by 8.85 equals, so that's 0.9388. So 0.9388, then times 10. Then for these exponents, you subtract. So this becomes negative 4 minus negative 12. Then double negative, that's plus. So the exponent is positive 8. Then to write this one in a standard scientific notation, so move 1 to the right. So therefore, minus 1. So the electric flux is equal to 9.388 times 10 to the power 7. Then for the unit, Newton meter squared per coulomb. Then for this problem, so what is the electric field? 2.1 meters away from the cylindrical conductor. So this is 2.1 meters away from the cylindrical conductor. So since this formula for the electric field, that's K times the charge over the distance squared or the range squared. So we can only use this formula for the 2D or two-dimensional. Since this problem is 3D, then we're going to use this formula to solve for the electric field. So we have the surface charge density times the radius of the cylindrical conductor over the epsilon sub naught times the radius of the Gaussian cylinder. Then to find now the electric field, so for the surface charge density, that's 21 times 10 to the power negative 6 times the radius of the cylindrical conductor, that's 0.45, then over this epsilon sub naught, this is 8.85 times 10 to the power negative 12 times the radius of the Gaussian cylinder, that's 2.1. Then to simplify, so this 21 times 0.45. So 21 times 0.45 equals that's 9.45. Then times 10 to the power negative 6, then over this 8.85 times 2.1. So 8.85 times 2.1 equals that's 18.585. So 18.585 times 10 to the power negative 12. Then to simplify to find the electric field, so we have 9.45 divided by 18.585 equals that's 0.5085. So 0.5085 times 10 to the power positive 6, because this is negative 6 minus negative 12. So this becomes positive. So the exponent is positive 6. Then to write this one in a standard scientific notation, so move 1 to the right. So therefore, minus 1. So the electric field is 5.085 times 10 to the power positive 5. Then for the unit, that's Newton per coulomb. Then for the last one, so what is the linear density of the cylindrical conductor? So to solve for the linear density, that's lambda equals the surface charge density times 2 times pi times the radius of the cylindrical conductor. So the actual formula for the linear density, that's the total charge over the height or over the length. Since this total charge is equal to the surface charge density times the area over the height, then for the area, that's 2 pi r times the height, then over the height, then we can cancel the height. So we have now this formula to solve for this linear density. Then to find now the linear density of this cylindrical conductor, so we have this surface charge density, that's 21 times 10 to the power negative 6, then times 2 pi, then for the radius, since cylindrical conductor, and this is the cylindrical conductor, so the radius is 0.45 meters. Then to solve now for the linear density, so we have 21 times 2 times pi, and pi is 3.14, then times 0.45 equals, that's 59.346. So 59.346 times 10 to the power negative 6. Then to write this one in a standard scientific notation, so move 1 to the left. So therefore, plus 1. So the linear density is 5.9346 times 10 to the power negative 5. And for the unit, that's coulomb per meter.